You might can make out the sign right there, Goodwill. We are kind of coming off of work. We had to get some paint, so we figured why not stop right here at Goodwill.
Right there.
It's literally down the road right there. So we're going to pop in, see what they have, hopefully find some good things. I found a couple of series last time. So let's go in. Sometimes in here though the music can get kind of loud, so we might do pickups at the house. But let's go in and see what they have to offer. We are out of there. Got a few things, including a complete series for $3.
I'm kind of jealous of.
You'll
see why.
A steel book that Josh is also jealous of. I don't know why you don't.
I don't really get into
steel books. A couple of Blu-rays. Oh, and Josh found me an incredible find.
Yes, I did.
About a maid, kind of a murder mystery type thing that Josh, we watched well, it's been a couple months.
It was a total blind buy. Absolutely loved it. Great murder mystery.
So he found it for me. Josh finds a lot of rare
DVDs.
DVDs.
For you, not for me.
So let's go back and show the pickups that we bought at Goodwill. We are back at the house. I could have changed out of my work attire, but I figured let's do this not in one take, but without major breakups in time. So they had quite a few, some we've touched on briefly, but let's dive into what they had at this Goodwill. This is Godzilla Tokyo SOS and Godzilla Final Wars. I do have a couple of the Godzilla DVD collections, but I did not have these two films yet. There are a bunch of Godzilla films, and I've probably barely tapped the surface of all the films. Comment down below if you know how many Godzilla films there are out there, before the remakes and, Hollywood reboots and all that. The original Godzilla films, what was the run? I would guess probably in the 20s, 20-ish, maybe 30. They might have got 30 films in. Then we have Blue Man Group, How to Be a Megastar Live. So I guess this is one of their shows. Okay, filmed in front of a live studio audience. I was thinking it was more like a documentary, but that's still cool. At one point it was 1877. Oh, was this? I think someone purchased this at Universal because, about my kind of mummy tomb like figure. These are the kind of barcodes they have. So someone might have seen the Blue Man Group at Universal before that show was shut down. So that's neat to think about. Then we have Boy Meets World, the 7th season. Is this the final season? Maybe. Is back for the last adventures of Corey in the game. So probably the last, the final season. Okay. So I have seasons 1, 2, I think 3, and now 7. Maybe it was just 1 and 2. So 1, 2, and 7. So slowly but surely we're getting Boy Meets World. Then there was a spin-off show, right? Was it Girl Meets World or something like that? I don't know how many seasons that lasted. Then we have Rambo Last Blood. And I do have this on DVD, but it was during the time where I would get Redbox films, like purchase them. So you could get a film for like $2.75, $3, and it would be fairly new. That's what happened with Last Blood. We waited a couple months, then it was on sale like for $3 or $4, and we hadn't seen it, so I said I'll buy it and then print off a case. But I'm trying to get away from the printed artwork and have original artwork, where I can. So decide to get, and it's an upgrade. It's Blu-ray DVD. Then we have Cleopatra Jones, and this is back, kind of, is it Foxy Brown, kind of that era, I guess. This was kind of maybe trying to capitalize on that success. Then we have the Wild Bunch. I do have this on VHS, so this is a upgrade, and it's the director's cut of the Wild Bunch. So that is cool. Then we have the Nightmare Before Christmas Steelbook. I love Jack Skellington there, his face, then a couple bats. Then we have this beautiful portrait of Sally at the grave. That is fantastic, and it's some cool artwork inside as well. And of course the Blu-ray disc. Now I do have the, was it Target that came out with the sing-along version with the book and different things signed by Tim Burton. But I love the look of this steelbook, and that was just a regular, well, it had special, it was like, was it a 20th anniversary edition? But it wasn't a steelbook, so I decided to get the steelbook of Nightmare. Then we have Separation. It looked interesting, the synopsis, and looks kind of scary, so hopefully I don't get too scared. Then we have a Cat in the Hat book. I'm trying to slowly pick these up. I probably will never find the kind of unlisted books that they don't reproduce anymore. There's like 6 of them, I believe. But I'm trying to slowly build up my Dr. Seuss. Then this is the movie we were talking about with Josh. Josh bought this and we watched it, Made for Each Other. Basically, this girl is kind of like the ritzy rich type, and she kind of loses her bank account or something happens, so she has to take this maid position for this singer, and basically they stumble onto a dead body, and they have to kind of figure out like a whodunit mystery, and they have to reluctantly work together. It's a neat film. If you haven't seen Made for Each Other, and you can find it, this is the first time I've ever seen it out in the wild. Obviously Josh bought it, and it was a blind buy for him, so if you can find it out there for a good price, I would highly recommend snatching that up. Then last, certainly not least, I could not believe they had this in Goodwill, and it was only $3. It's a complete series run, and it has the old movie stop stickers If you're local to the area, you know Movie Stop. Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. Now I wish they had Duck Dodgers. That would be a cool show to get. I think Josh has the complete series of that. I think he found that at McKay's. But Buck Rogers in the 25th Century, the complete epic series. And it is cool to have this. Cool to finally, I've seen a couple episodes, but cool to finally see the show that inspired George Lucas to film and write and produce Star Wars. Back then it was just Star Wars, but now we know it as Star Wars A New Hope because he did do several other films, several other episodes. So it's time to check this epic series out. Does it say how many episodes? No. Comment down below how many episodes were in Buck Rogers. Let's see. Is there a book or anything? Here's a little pamphlet. Let's see if it lists the episodes. It has the episodes, but they're not numbered. Is that 5? Is that like 35, 30 episodes, somewhere in there? So, I just recently watched, well, it's been 4 or 5 months ago, but I watched Lost in Space. That whole series, that was a fun one to watch because I had no prior knowledge of the series before the movie came out, so it was very cool to see kind of the, and it's a very funny show as well. Not Lost in Space, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I did watch the Netflix Lost in Space. It's not bad, but I was talking about Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But that was all our pickups today after a pretty good paint work day. We kind of stopped by there and found some pretty cool finds. I do say so myself. Like, subscribe, share with a movie lover. Until next time, guys, hopefully I'm not wearing paint attire. Keep collecting.